Good morning, friends. Welcome back to At Home with Holly. My name's Holly. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Today, we are going to be getting into a little bit of corn. So, this is the corn that we harvested about 4 or 5 days ago. Last night, I came out and I cut off the stalks just at the soil level and I laid them down. And then it got dark and I got busy, so I didn't have time to come back. But today, I'm going to bundle them up into 3 piles. I don't know that it's going to work, but I'm going to try to bundle and dry them for decoration. If it doesn't, that's okay. I don't need it. But if it does, I thought that'd be cool that we could, get a second use out of it. So I'm going to bundle up these stalks and then I'm going to amend the bed with alfalfa pellets and trifecta plus. And then we are going to plant our corn that we grew we started from seed in our 72 cell trays. We started 2 trays, 1 tray of the baby corn and 1 tray of, 1 3/4 of a tray of the early maturing variety of butter gold sweet corn. So we're going to get everything transplanted. I'm trying to beat the sun because right now this bed is in the shade, and then it will be in full sun all day until about 7 o'clock. So yeah, let's get going. I'm going to go grab the alfalfa pellets and the trifecta plus, and we'll get these things. Actually, I'm going to bundle up the corn first, and then I'll take the corn to the garage to dry it, and I will get the alfalfa pellets from the garage. So my raised beds are filled with mostly compost. Every once in a while I'll put leftover potting soil that I had, or stuff that I've already used to grow something once on top of it. Sometimes I'll buy stuff from the store. I usually get bulk compost delivered in the fall and in the spring. I don't have any of that on hand, but I do have some compost that I'm making in my compost bin. And as I am looking at this bed and bundling up the corn, and then I do go gather some trifecta amendments, I notice that the bed is low, so I do end up wanting to add a little bit of compost, and it's unfinished compost, which is totally fine. It's mostly finished. It's probably about 70% of the way there, so I do end up topping the bed off with that. Actually, first I'm going to pull out the blackberry starts that never, ever, ever stop growing. I had blackberries in this bed 2 seasons ago, and they keep going. But anyway, I'm going to get everything there, and the amendments I'm going to use are Trifecta Plus, which is an organic fertilizer from M.I. Gardner, and then also alfalfa pellets to help add an extra boost of nitrogen to the bed. Since corn is a heavy feeder, I want to make sure I get as much of a nutrient-dense environment for it to grow as possible. We got our last Patterson onion. I'll go hang that up and dry that. I harvested and laid them out in the bed to dry last night when I did the corn. All but 5 of the Red Wing onions, and the 5 that I left are ginormous, and I kind of want to see how big they get. So anyway, I have a pile of onions to take to the garage, so I'll just add this to it. I found a tiny one. Now I woke up some very angry, biting ants when I dug out that compost. So I'm gonna put this in here and leave them be for a little bit because they are biting my ankles and my arms. Ow. They are all over the wheelbarrow and it hurts. A lot. So okay, let's give them a minute to calm down. Okay, guys, take two. It's the next morning, and the ants are gone, I hope, or they're half as many. And it sprinkled a little bit last night. I put some bags of soil on top. I'm going to cover the mulch and the alfalfa pellets, not the mulch. I'm going to cover the alfalfa pellets, trifecta, and compost with just a little thin layer of the garden soil, and then we'll plant our corn. So I was for sure not going to dip back into that compost pile that the ants were in, because I had my fill of ant bites from the day before. So my local big box store actually had this stuff on sale for $2 a bag, since it's like they think it's end of season. I think it's mid season, but they think it's end of season, so it's a good time to pick up stuff like this. So anyway, they had some of this stuff, and it's totally fine to use. So I just got a few bags of this, and I'm just going to top off the last little bit of the bed with this, and then plant the corn right into it. Okay, so I turned the fan off to show you guys, but so this is our wall of onions. To walk around my car. This is our wall of onions. This is where we have the corn stalks drying out. They're already starting to look good. And then I do have one more wheelbarrow full of red wing onions that we harvested, and I have about 5 left. Like I said, I got 5 left that are just getting really big. So yeah, so it's going really good. I'm gonna turn the fan back on and get back out there. Looking good. Let's finish this. All right, so there was one that I wasn't sure if it was a baby corn or a big size corn. So I put it right there on the edge. So if we get a random baby corn, that's why. And the rest of them in the tray are gonna go in the other bed. So I'm gonna water these in and then we'll do the other bed. All right, so this bed got topped off with soil, but no amending. So we're gonna put some alfalfa pellets and trifecta. Try to add a whole bunch of nitrogen back in. This is the bed with the worm bin though, so it does have a good amount of nitrogen just on its own. Fingers crossed that that's the baby corn and not big corn. It's okay if it is. It's okay if I mix it up, but I hope I got them straight. Okay. I think I've got two other beds that are half of them are empty. So I think real quick, I'm going to throw some soil over the top of those and I'll sprinkle some lettuce seeds down and we'll get a fall crop of lettuce and we'll do cut and come again so we can keep growing it until the frost takes it. We've got super red lettuce, super red romaine, regular red romaine, cimarron, Pablo, Lala Rasa leaf lettuce, I think it says red heart. It's like a blend. Crisp mint, tango leaf, crisp mint lettuce, tango leaf lettuce, and slow bolt lettuce. So we're gonna do 9 rows in each bed and sprinkle pretty heavily in each of the beds. First, Pablo, rouge, or I just double seeded one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. super red. All right, my friend, that's going to do it for me. Sweaty and Gross. We got our fall lettuce planted. We got our fall corn planted. I want to thank you guys so much for the likes and the comments and the shares. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We have a lot more growing and harvesting to do. Can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye, my friends. Ignore the yelling kids. They're having fun.